All right, so anytime I start a new project, I end up making doodles on graph paper first. I like to do these when I'm at work on my breaks, because I can't do much more at work as far as with the Lego. So um, I'll doodle out usually 2 tables worth of, so each one of these larger squares is a base plate. So I'm going 6 deep, 9 wide. That's 2 fold-out tables. So that is the common dimensions I get at most conventions. So that's what I've got. This is going to be the forest, the fantasy forest I want to do next project. And I kind of get an idea of what I'm going to do as far as roads, sets. Then I can get an idea of what kind of pieces I'm going to need to build those plates. And I always make sure I doodle out what I'm working on, what I got, so I don't forget and then change my mind halfway through a project. So that's what we're starting with on this video. All right, so I got this kind of done up. I cut one of these Dollar Tree plates in half, so it's 16 studs wide. Each side I've got 8 wide plate. Here's the main idea I've got, is that I do it standard 2 studs mills for me, and then in the middle just have 1 layer of bricks, and the plate can sit on there and it'll still connect with the slopes I wanted to put around. So the slopes will go all the way down and the green plates will go all the way down both sides. The road will be in the middle and it'll be just sunk down by 1 brick. That's the main concept, the idea for this. But I do not have enough 8 wide plates to make anything more than this. So I'm gonna have to place some more orders, get back to it. I did find a bunch of parts I need to sort out from some poly bags I parted out. So I think I'm gonna work on that instead and then get some orders placed on Bricklink, or make a trip to the Lego store or Madhouse or Bricks and Minifigs. Figure out how many parts I want. I think tonight I'm gonna mess around at work, calculate how many bricks I'm gonna need. So I got in my first order. Parts I ordered on Bricklink. I'm sorting out all these slopes. I just got like everything that seller had. So I'm sorting out the 45-degree 1 or 2 buys, and then grabbed a couple of these cool slopes to make some canopies, and got some 33 degrees in here and some taller ones, so I'm gonna separate those, these other 2 totes. And then I think I might build the first Mills plate just to kind of see how it's gonna pan out. Okay, so I got my first order in from Bricklink. This order is from Brockhead 587. Got a really cool pen with the order. Appreciate that. I haven't gone over it yet, but it looks like just a variety of the slopes I ordered. The flat dark gray tiles. So I'm gonna count this out. All right, so I have checked in this order. Everything was correct. I even used my new favorite pen. Thank you again, Blockhead 587. All these are gonna go in the same bin. 1x3s are going in a different bin also. And then these tiles are gonna go on top the roof of the train station. So I'll work on that. That's another video though. And hopefully we'll get the second Bricklink order in today. Okay, so my second Bricklink order has not shown up yet, and it's got the rest of the parts I need to start on the roads and rivers for the Fantasy Forest. So I cleared off the table and I got the train shed back out, and I was kind of trying to do a layout, seeing what I could fit in the window display at my Bricks and Minifigs store. But I realized I need parts from the Bricklink orders to finish this also. So I think I'm gonna end up putting this aside also, and I'm gonna go back to what I can start on the forest, and maybe at least get out the castles and work on the mountain that one of the castles is gonna sit on. Okay, so I got the train shed cleaned off the table. I got it stored over here. My mills plates underneath for my railroad layout. You'll have to excuse the mess in the room. I'm halfway through like 10 different projects, but I think I'm gonna start laying out the plates for the forest, just kind of laying them out. And I've got a piece count on how many slopes I need, so I need to take an inventory of the slopes we've got and then take a look at what I'm expecting. I still haven't got my other bricklink order in yet, so that's what we're trying to do. Okay, so I was cleaning up because I couldn't really go any further on the other project right now, and I got distracted and ended up putting this together. It's the Friends bed and breakfast castle set. I wanted to put on a mill's plate and then modify the front, make it kind of cool looking to put it in my city layout. So that's what I did. Put a little pond in there, a little pathway and a fence, and then yeah, just put on one of the mill's plates I had built. I'm gonna put something else in the back. I think that Creator 3-in-1 Kids Tree House or something. Kind of fill in that backyard or fence it in. Just maybe put a little shed, somebody mowing the yard, mowing the grass. But yeah, that's what I ended up doing. But today I did get in the other bricklink order I've been waiting on. So I'm gonna open that inventory real quick, and then we'll see if we can move on with doing the road plates for the forest. All right, so got my invoice printed out for this order. I'm gonna go through it real quick, count the parts, make sure it's good, and we'll move on to the overall final count for the parts. Okay, so I've checked in the inventory on the second bricklink order, got everything separated and counted. I was slightly concerned because I was missing a few parts, but then I remembered I got a credit back from this seller, I'm guessing, for the parts that were missing. So I was missing 3 of these slopes. We're talking 6 cents. He credited me $1 back on my PayPal account. I mean, that's a solid move on his behalf. So we're gonna give him a shout out. It was Brickwell or Blackwell Bricks. There's a QR code, a little 5% store coupon. I wasn't going to share this, but then I realized that's a printed business card. So, but yeah, that should get you to the bricklink store. Thank you for the note. You did an awesome job. His name is Caleb. So that's all checked in, good to go. I'm gonna count these up, add them to the other inventory, and then the next thing we gotta do is the bricks and minifig bulk order I grabbed today also. Alright, so for my bricks and minifigs bag I picked up 5 of these 16 by 16 plates. These were separate from the bulk, but this is everything I got in a bulk bag. I got, what, about 20 of these 8 by 16 plates, and that's not what I went for. What I went for was more slopes, and I ended up finding a whole bunch of these plates, and that's what I filled my bag with. But you know what, it's worth it. So that's another 5 mills plates worth of plates there. But I did grab some other stuff. Got some rounded plates for corners, for the road. You know, just cool pieces. There's a couple of the weapon parts I found in there they didn't have in the minifig table. Got a lot of the slopes I was looking for. Got some 1x2, the Technic holes for the mills plates. Anytime I see dark gray tiles, I'm picking those up for the train ballasting. So yeah, I'm happy with what I got. I'm really happy with all the plates. They're well worth the money right there. I mean, the cheapest I've ever seen these are $1.50 each. So if there's 20 in there, that's $30 value. This was a $20 bag, so we'll do it. All right, well, I think that's it for this round. We'll call this done for the first video of this series. We'll see what I can get into later on this week. All right, guys, thanks for watching.